Welcome back, guys. Johnny here, and I got another exciting video for you today. I had a request from one of my subscribers, name is Scott, that he wanted me to do a review on Carnival Corporation. Now, the ticker symbol for this company is CCL, and I am going to go over why this company is a strong buy at this time. I'm going to go over history. I'm going to go over the NASDAQ dividend history. I'm going to go over some past news articles, explain the dips, explain the appreciation of the stock, and really go into depth why this company is so great. Now, Robinhood only shows 5 years. We're going to get on Yahoo Finance and go back to 1988 when this company first started. So let's get into the statistics of this company and into some of the financial indicators of why this company is such a great one to invest in. Hope you like this video, and let's get started. So, Carnival, or CCL, right now you could buy for $41.84. Now it is down, and with the Robinhood financials, it doesn't really show too much about it. Other than that, 65% are saying to hold, and there's about 7,500 people that own this company on the Robinhood app. Now, Carnival, of course, operates with cruise ships, and it goes all over the world. They're headquartered in Florida. They've been around since 1972. Their CEO is Arnold W. Donald, and they have a PE ratio of 9.77, which actually I give Robinhood a thumbs up for that because they're actually pretty close to that ratio. They have a dividend yield of 4.74, and they have an 8.22 million average volume. Now, they are down right now in their earnings per share, and they're actually looking to have more of a decrease in their earnings per share expected March 24th. So if you want to look for an update to this video, I will be hosting one on that day. Other than that, Robinhood doesn't show too much more. As you can see, they've had some slight dips in the past year as of 2016 and an increase up to 2018. Let's go ahead and get into some of that right away. Now, with the Yahoo Finance here, this is free. You could just type in the ticker symbol. They're also saying it's at $41.83, PE ratio of 9.70, and a dividend of $2 per year or 4.74%, which is pretty good. Their next dividend date is going to be February 20th. Today is the 10th. So if you were to buy into this company right now, you would be eligible for a dividend payout. Now, for more great news, in September 1st, in 1987, you could have bought this company for $4. Now, that's a great investment if you probably were born around then. I wasn't born until the 90s, 91 to be more specific. We could have bought a share for $5 if that's what I got on my birthday present, being born. Now, as you can see over the years, it's had an amazing increase all the way up to the $48 mark in 1998. Now, there's not much more of an increase except for 99 when it got up to about $44 or so. Why is this so important? Because after 99, what were people thinking? It was probably the Y2K. They were thinking that was about to happen. They were stocking up, selling out. They were thinking the end of the world was going to come. All technology and everything of society was going to die. Sounds pretty dramatic, but I know it's hard to believe for some of the new generations that are around that that was actually a thing to be scared of. Well, look at what happened. 2000 March, it went all the way down to down to $18 of July 2000. Why? Because everyone sold everything. Everyone actually thought this was going to happen and nothing ended up happening. So, with that said, it got down to $18. And you could have purchased this company for $18 a share, July 1st, 2000. I would have been 9 years old 2 days following. My birthday's in the 3rd of July. So, now, with that said, it's had a little bit of ups and downs, not much traction there. And then you get into '05. Now, '05, there was also a lot of stuff going on with the real estate market. We had great times, great years. The stock market was going up great. And then there was all of a sudden there was a real estate bubble, which happened right around the 2009s-ish. And it looks like it went down. Not as much cruises were happening, obviously, because people were scared of where to live. And that brings me to my next point. What happened here in the news that made it dip so much? It went all the way down to $18 again. Now, this is twice already in the past 9 years, almost 10 years. You could have got this for $18. Well, it says that in January 29th, 2018, or actually, maybe we're not quite there yet. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, we're not there yet. This was the crash of the real estate market, the bubble. It popped, it burst, it was done. And then people are like, okay, we could cruise a little bit. It's going up. It's a good time to invest. Slightly rolling. And then that brings us up to the amazing run that the stock market and real estate market has had over the last, again, 10 years. Almost probably closer to 10 years. That's exactly what it would be. Now, what happened here in 2018 that made the company somewhat suffer in January? It went from a high of $66 a high, which was an incredible new high. It looks like of $71, and it went all the way down to 41 where we are now. So what happened in the news? That's what brings me to my next point. On seekingalpha.com, they have all kinds of old news articles, and you can see here January 12th, 2018, they hire a new CFO. Now, this could have been a lot of different things. You could look into this a little bit more. I don't want the video to go much longer. But the point is that they hired someone else, and they wanted to basically transition to new things. They have some positive cruise line earnings on the stocks. They announced a 45-cent dividend yield. Later on, they beat their earnings in March. They have a down day. In April 11, 2018, they declare a 50-cent dividend. And all this time, the company's still going down. They're trying to do their best to make this stock go up. And just this entire time, it's just suffering. It's going down, it's going down, it's going down, all the way to where we are today. And as you can see, there's a lot of news articles saying that they beat their earnings. They have sell-off opportunities here. They also have a rival of U.S. tourism in Cuba. They still have a 50-cent dividend. And basically what's going on is I think they have other cruise lines that are coming into play now. So not only are they having to keep up with their sector and their market and their earnings, and they're trying to keep up with investors, and they're trying to keep up with everything going on, they're also now trying to keep up with their new competitors. And there's not like they've had competitors before, but they do now. And so I pulled up the list of cruise lines now on Wikipedia. You could check this out for free also, of the cruise lines that are in the lead right now. And as you can see, there's these companies here, and then there's cruise line, Carnival Cruise Line here, US, United Kingdom, and there's several other companies. There's Disney Cruise Lines there, companies that have actually taken over some of the market. So sales have dropped because there are multiple companies around, but nonetheless, to say, I pulled up another article here saying that they're the top cruise lines, and by pulling this information up, it shows me the top 8 cruise lines automatically, one of them being Royal Caribbean International, but then you have Carnival Cruise Line in 5th place. So they are number 5 in the world's most popular list of cruise lines, which is pretty great, if I might add. Also, if you guys are still watching this video, of course, let's talk about the dividend history. They've been paying a consistent dividend for quite some time now, since 2013. They started paying a quarter, and they do pay that quarterly. They increased it to now 50 cents. With a $2 payout per year, or 4.7%, that's not bad. So for every share you invest, you get 50 cents per quarter, or $2 per year. Now, there is a ton of more information on why this company has dipped, but let's get to the point about today and why I feel like this company is such a great investment. They are prepping for new 2020 cruisers right now. And because they may be suffering a little bit from higher oil prices, it doesn't make them suffer from the long term of them, going down on these 2020 cruisers. They're putting more money in. Who knows? They might be a little bit more economically friendly. They might be a little bit more on the electric side. I mean, who's to say there couldn't be a Tesla electric cruise line ship that runs off of electricity? I mean, I've seen some pretty cool examples and ideas in the tech magazines. So, right now with the coronavirus, it seems like there's a bit of a scare in the stock line. I was looking at people saying they still want to go on vacation because they have been waiting such a long time. I mean, you book these trips 1 to 3 years to even 10 years in advance, and when it's your time to go, you don't know if there's going to be a natural disaster happening or a current event happening that's going to make it worse or better. But now with this going on, it doesn't seem to make such a huge impact where people are like, I don't want to cancel. But then again, they don't really have an option to go into certain areas of the coast. I believe they still have everything cut off from what's going on over there. So, new reports with that would basically say that um, there is a slight impact on the coronavirus with current bookings. It looks like they're falling about 5 to 15% over the last 5 to 6 days because of certain headlines. So people are kind of taking a step back to possibly rescheduling their trips, and that is okay. They don't want to be, you know, vulnerable to these type of viruses. There is no antivirus for it currently, so everyone's being cautious. Now, Carnival looks like it is up 0.28% in the market, and the Royal Caribbean was down slightly on Friday, which brings me to my next point, guys. Make sure you guys do your research. Now, this can go two of three ways. Now, we've seen it go all the way down to $18 in the past. So there is a potential for it to go down to $18. There really is a strong potential for it to go down. But because of the inflation between, of course, 2000 and 2008, we're already in another basically 12 years or in 2020. So inflation would take into account, I would assume. It's realistic to see this go down maybe to $30 or $35 per share. But if you're thinking long term, it's never a bad time to pick up a few shares of Carnival, CCL. This is why this is a strong buy. Now, they've had a extremely great track record from going from $3 all the way up to 40 to $70, from $3 to $71. So $41 isn't a bad place. I think that's a fair value. I could see it going slightly lower, but overall I believe this company is going to increase over time. They're getting into new 2020 cruisers. You guys should do more research on that. And the future's bright for this company. People still like to take cruises. They still like to travel, and Carnival is up there. They are number 5 on the world's top list of cruisers. So I appreciate you, Scott, for helping me find this company and do a video on it. I learned so much doing this video about this company, and I appreciate all your guys' support. So remember to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love to do reviews on companies like this. I spend a lot of time doing research, and over time I will make these videos better for you guys. I appreciate everything. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, and that is my goal for 2020, to get to 1,000 subscribers and increase my overall support to you. I will never ask you to buy anything, and I will never ask you to sign up to anything. This is all free information. I just appreciate it if you smash the like button. Alright guys, have a great day.